Good morning, guys. Good morning. There we are. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Build Your Online Business BYOB morning show, guys. We are coming to you a little later than normal. It is later than normal, kind of later than normal. Um, but we are here. We are here. We made it, y'all. Happy Tuesday to most of you guys. I am going to be your host for this week, guys. Jamie Hopkins, publisher, CEO of J Publishing House. And this is, of course, the BYOB morning show hosted by our fabulous coach, Danielle Winningham. Say hi to Coach, y'all in the audience. So listen, this whole week, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I think it's Wednesday. It's World Book Day. So we thought, like, hey, why don't we take some time this week and we honor all of those who fulfilled their dream to write their book. That's right. We're going to honor all the authors near and far this week on the BYOB morning show. And for those of you who have yet to write your book, or you're on your second, third, fourth, fifth, 15th book, we want to help you guys with how to write your winning ebook. I feel like Mr. Rogers for some reason, and I'm not sure why. I feel like Mr. Rogers on It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? That's all I know. So listen, guys, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and share the broadcast because I'm sure there's someone that you know, if not you, that wants to write a book. And this whole week, we're going to be focusing on authors. I'm going to bring before you some of those who have already written their books. Those books have hit bestsellers by way of J Publishing House. And not to brag or pop my collar, because I do have a collar today, y'all. Look, got stuff all on my show. So, guys, let me make sure that we are live on the thing. I'm going to share the broadcast because I'm asking y'all to do it too, right? So I'm going to make sure I share it. Hey, good morning. Oh, guys, you are filling up the room. Good morning, D. Good morning, good morning, good morning, CJ. Good morning, Clarice. Am I pronouncing Clarice? Clarice? I'm sorry if I'm Miss Johnson, if you know me. Good morning, Patricia, Tisha. Hey, Tisha. Hey, Chiquita. So, guys, welcome. We're talking about authors. So today, guys, it's no special guest. Like everybody, just about every co-host here on the show has written a book. And so we want to share with you one, we want to get rid of some of these myths out here. One of them being that you have to be a writer to write a book. That's not necessarily true. So I want you to hear from those who have written their books, who have fought their fears. One of my greatest testimonies is right here on the show with me this morning. She probably didn't even know I was going to bring that up. Did you, Honey Bun? I call her Honey Bun too. I call all my clients food because I love food and I love my clients. So if I call you a food name, that just means it's a term of endearment, just like boo, except it's like, pumpkin spice latte or something like that. So we want to talk about the whole journey of writing your book, the whole journey of publishing your book, why it's so important. I know a lot of you have said, even there's research that says that 90% of Americans always dreamed of writing their book. I have talked to so many people, and just about every client that comes to me say the same thing, that they want to write their book. So that's what we're going to be talking about this whole week. So stay tuned, grab your pens, grab your pencils. Y'all know I'm a publisher and a writer, so I always say, don't leave home without your pen or recording device. So, guys, I want to welcome my co-host that's going to be joining me this morning. And both of them are authors, published authors, as a matter of fact, of more than one book, too. Like, once you start writing, it's just sort of like, it's like tattoos. You can't just have one. You just want to keep going. And once you start and open up that what do you call it? I'm going to call it a box. right?
There you go. Yes.
Pandora's box, but
Mhm.
that could mean a lot of different things to different people in different cultures. So I'm just going to say box, right? Once you start opening up that creative box of what's going on inside your heart, you just start writing. It flows effortlessly, but it's cracking the code that is the key to get you to writing. And that's what we're going to talk about this week. So go ahead and share the broadcast. If you want to learn how to write your own book, register. We're going to have a weekend watch party, y'all. Yep. It's that, you're at home, you're stuck at home, do something productive, learn how to write a book. And it's $29 for matinee. I think it's matinee. I'm calling it matinee. Y'all can call it what you will. But we showing it Saturday and Sunday. Okay, $29 to learn how to have a watch party, to learn how to write your book and write along with the watch party. It's going to be super, super dope. So I'm excited about that. I've done it. I've gone through that class, and let me tell you, as a writer, it is magnificent. So go ahead and sign up at bit.ly/weekendwatch20. Weekend Watch 20 if you want to learn how to write your book. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad. I barely, and I can't even remember how I pronounced it the first time, but I barely remember how to pronounce names. So thank you for not holding that to me. Thank you, Tisha. You're so sweet. So guys, so our first, let me just bring up our guest. You guys can go ahead and introduce yourself, our co-host. We typically introduce ourselves anyway, right? So, but for some of you new people who have never seen us before, this is your first time joining us. Hey, I want to say, take a moment. Hey, over there in YouTube land, and hey, over there in Periscope land. Thank you for joining us this morning. We're talking about authors. We're talking about writing your book. We're talking about making money from your own knowledge, your own experience, life experience, all of that. So go ahead and share the broadcast. And settle in. Let's get started, right? I think I did enough. That's the longest introduction ever.
Hey, Jamie, it's Taco Tuesday.
Is it?
I just thought about it when you said Happy
Taco
Tuesday. I love tacos. I could eat tacos every day. Country tacos, flour tacos, corn tacos. It doesn't matter.
Barbecue tacos,
Brisket tacos.
tacos.
That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you guys.
Oh,
So today, I think I'm gonna go get me some tacos. But before I do, I'll introduce myself. My name is Chanel Blackmore. Frustrated women hire me to help them find their purpose. I am super excited to be here with my favorite publisher. I mean, I don't even know what to say about J Publishing House. From the first book that was a surprise book, surprise, I published your book, to now working on my sixth book.
Yeah.
And then also J Publishing House is going to be the publisher and producer for all of my small group Bible studies.
Oh.
All exclusively. Sorry, Lifeway. Sorry. Exclusively, she'll be publishing. When I tell you, working with her is an amazing journey. It's like her anointing for pulling out books, her anointing for helping you tell your story. The stories you didn't even know you had to tell. That's a gift that when she touches your words, they come to life. So I am super excited to be here with Jamie Hopkins, publish her. And I'm gonna think about what kind of tacos I'm gonna get.
Oh, I want steak.
Right. Remember those breakfast tacos, Jamie?
Oh my, those breakfast tacos were everything.
I'm about to order me some.
Ooh.
Shout out Taco Imas. I am accepting sponsorships. You can donate. I live across the street from you. Just drop them on my porch. I will go live and tell everyone how delicious they are.
I'm sure you have
extra for.
I'm sure you have some type of what you call those things.
Yes, reward card.
They owe you money.
They owe me so much money. I should just buy stock.
I'm jealous though, guys, because they don't have that here in Atlanta. But oh my God, when I go to Texas, when I tell you I eat very good in Texas, Dallas and Houston, I eat up a storm to the point where I can barely move. But anyhow, guys, that's just a little tidbit. But thank you, Miss Chanel, for saying that. You know what? I just remembered your first book really was a surprise to you.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
I was like, whose book is this? Oh my
Me too.
gosh.
I'm hungry too, Tisha. See, I can't even concentrate on books right now.
In
But
the
you know,
order.
you got to feed the belly, feed the soul.
Don't do the job.
So Chanel, what is one of your favorite books that you've written?
I think my favorite book is the Watch Me Work book. That
Mm,
Watch Me Work. And it's so funny how that book came about. Somebody asked me to do a chapter
yeah.
in a book. And so I was like, oh my gosh, my deadline was coming. I was like, I gotta hurry up and get this done. You know, I don't want people mad at me. So I wrote it in my closet.
Oh wow.
I would get up early in the morning because I didn't want to wake Ray up. So I would go in the closet. I have one side that had all my prayer stuff, and the
Yeah.
side where my shoes, I pushed all the shoes out, and that's where I wrote that book. I sat in my closet and I
Mm,
said, okay, what would I want to tell an aspiring entrepreneur, a female that has kids, a man, ministry responsibilities?
wow.
What would I tell her about her business and about how to grow it? And the most important thing is how to build it around her faith.
Mm,
You know, because people think that when you own a business, you can't have faith, or if you own a business it's not godly, or like
yeah.
God don't want you to have a business, right?
Mm,
So I wanted to make sure that I put that in perspective. You know, what does it look like to
yeah.
own, you know, a godly business? What does it look like to, you know, have your business be a ministry?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, y'all don't understand, your businesses are ministries. I'm not
Absolutely.
talking about mega churches, I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying your gift that God has given you. And I say God because everybody don't understand who the Most High is, but you know, that thing that He's given you
Mm-hmm.
to bless others, that's a ministry. So whether you bless others by helping them build a business,
Yeah.
or how you bless others by helping them find their confidence, or if you help others by helping them publish their words, it's ministry.
Yeah.
It glorifies the Most High. It puts the gifts that He's given you to
Mm,
work, and
yes.
it's gonna bless so many people. Y'all, that's ministry.
And you know, one of the things that your book and working with your book, what it did was, especially with Watch Me Work, it gave those who have faith in the Most High permission to have a business, to look at it differently. That it's not a sin for you to work, women. A lot of women feel like, or have been taught to sit and shut up, sit down and shut up. But this book gives you permission to be who the Most High created you to be. And that's why I love it. And if you want a copy of Watch Me Work, you can go to Amazon, just Google Chanel Blackmore and get all her books.
Google me, boo. I'm just kidding. Ever since I started watching the Housewives of Atlanta, I've been wanting to say that. Google me, boo.
Actually, it's on bemore.com. Is it?
Justbemore.com.
Justbemore.com. Go to justbemore.com to get your copy of any of her books. Watch Me Work is a great compilation of how you can, as she said, just work in your ministry. As a matter of fact, I look at J Publishing House as a ministry.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize just how much of a ministry being a publisher really was until I learned the background story of media, of entertainment, of Hollywood, and how they use this platform that I'm sitting on right now, how they use it for something that is not glorifying the Most High. So I made a commitment to glorify the Most High with this platform. So every work that comes out of J Publishing House is to give honor and homage to the one who created me.
Girl, you're gonna make me run up out here. Let me turn my mic off.
And speaking of which, guys, when I said earlier, guys, oh, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead and share the broadcast. You know, I want to keep repeating that because it's just one share that's going to help save someone. It's going to encourage someone who's been holding on to their book for years. You know, I'm working with a client now. She's 74 years old, and she's been holding on to her manuscript for over 10 years. And we're about to launch it. We're not letting 2020 leave without launching her book. She's not going into the next year without being a published author. And if it's God says so, a best-selling author. But that's only if the Lord says so. But when I said earlier about my greatest testimony author that I've worked with so far, she's right here, Honey Bun. I call her Honey Bun. Miss Verlin, y'all know her as Miss Verlin, Rose of Audacity, okay? When she wrote her first book, when she first came to me, how long, Verlin, has it been? I mean, Verlin's book was in multiple notebooks. And I know her story relates to some of y'all. Some of y'all got journals, notebooks, envelopes, whatever you wrote on the back of your hand, just been holding on to. How long had it been before you came to me?
I would say at least 2 years is when it really just kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I made the decision, well, you know the story.
Yeah.
We were in class, I remember, with Miss Chanel, Mother Pearl, and I had a breakthrough in class.
Yeah.
I remember that day. And I said I had to do this. I had to let it go. But it actually took from January to November. I birthed that baby. It was 9 months. And the ironic part about it was healing for me in an area I didn't realize had so much control over me. And even now, I can look back because she's about 6 months old almost now. And I'm like, wow, I really didn't even know that it weighed that heavy on me. But the thing about it was Rose of Audacity, that book, the first one, was a chapter. It was a chapter. I had like 12, 13 chapters. That was just one chapter that ended up being the book.
Yeah.
It wasn't a plan, but I had some breakdowns and some breakthroughs. And remember one day I printed it all out and I read it and I tore it up one Saturday morning. Oh, and I boo-hooed. I tore the whole thing up, said I can't do this. And
I thought I had to buy a flight to Maryland to come get that book.
It was rough, but it was healing.
Yeah.
It was healing. So the one chapter out of the book was the first book. And I felt good about it. And I wouldn't change it for the world.
But so Ms. Verlin's being very modest right now, guys. Like after going through the process of healing, because when you're telling your story, and this is one thing that people get caught up in, they think that once you've made a decision that you're going to write your book, that it's just going to be like that. You're just going to sit down and you're going to write and it's going to be good. But if you're talking about your personal journey in life, there's some emotions that come with that. So you do need a professional. I say this all the time. And if you never heard me, you're going to say this. So write this down on your paper. Books need coaches too. Especially books when you're talking about your personal journey. You need someone, one, who knows how to guide you through that process of emotions. And so it took a couple of calls with me and Verlin. We cried together. We laughed together. This is a publisher working with her client. This is not, this is ministry. That's how I take my job. You know, some people say I overserve and I overgive, but I'm giving from what God has given me because I know the journey it took me to heal. It took me years to heal from the things that happened to me in my past. And I healed from writing. I'm such an advocate about it. You can't change my mind. I know what it does. I know the power of the pen, but I also know how to get you from that fear, that what is everybody going to think of me? What are they going to say? My family never heard this story before. I've gone through it all.
Right.
And so we spent time not just writing, but talking through some things, talking through the fear, realizing that fear really doesn't exist. And the moment she released that book, in less than 8 hours, and let me say this, and it had nothing to do with me. I would love to take credit for this, but we did no marketing on her book before we released it. None. It was like a Beyonce. We came out overnight and we released her book that Monday morning, and less than 8 hours, her book hit #1 on the bestseller list because people have been waiting for her voice.
Yeah.
And that was after she released her book. I mean, #1 on bestseller list in multiple categories. Like, this book did so well. This was the greatest success story that we have here at J Publishing House, that took less than, and no marketing. Like all the other books that hit bestseller, we did marketing on those. We didn't. Let's just put it out there.
Yeah.
One, I wanted to hurry up and get it out there because I knew how stressful it was for Verlin to keep holding on to it. And so the best way to really break that from her was to release it. I don't care. Let's just let it go. There's no such thing as perfect. There's no such thing as getting it all right together. There is a such thing as letting it go.
Okay.
And it's in the power of being able to let go that all of the great things that the Most High has for you now has room to come in and overtake.
Yes.
She's done interviews on radio shows, right, Verlin?
Yes.
She's been invited to a TV news show. Was it news?
Yeah, it's news. It's been postponed until after all of this is
After
over.
COVID, but you were invited, boo. Okay.
Yeah.
She was invited to speak at conferences. Miss Chanel was invited to tour the world. I don't know when she's leaving, but now, but now with COVID, everything is settled down. But it's the invitations that come. It's the need for you and your expertise to come once you release that book. So stop holding on to it. If you're ready to write, join us for the weekend watch party so you can learn how to write your own winning ebook. bit.ly/weekendwatch20. I'm so super, super excited and I'm proud. I don't know if, sometimes pride has that negative connotation, but I'm so proud of my clients. I'm so proud of these two ladies. One, with especially Chanel, and we call her Mother Pearl because she teaches us the word, like the unadulterated word. Some of y'all say the word ain't unadulterated. The way she teach it, honey, it's truth. The capital TRUTH. No, capital TRUFF. Truth.
Oh,
It's the truth. Okay.
Okay.
It's the truth in how she teaches. So we call her Mother Pearl. But they had things, blockages that were preventing them from writing their books too. It's almost like a normal thing. One, you get this desire that you need to write, but then if you sit on it too long, here come all the things from your past. Here come all of the feelings of, can I really do this? I may be in over my head. That's, boo, when you reach out for help. That's when you call on someone who's done it before, who has receipts for doing it over and over and over again. That's when you reach out for help. Always have a support system, guys. If you don't have a support system, we invite you to join. Now, we ain't got no mess over here. We do everything on the up and up. But you can join our community. If you're looking for a bunch of women who are about their business, about their ministry, about their love, and just humanity, just loving people. Join us here on the community. bit.ly/BYOB show 20 is where you can go. You can also register for the weekend show there too. But that's where you can learn how you can become a part of a community of women entrepreneurs who are doing it hand over fist every single day, doing what we absolutely love. That was my compromise with the Most High, is I need to be able to love what I'm going to do every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was it. And I love it. I love writing. I love working with my clients. I love everything about healing, because I know one is tough, but on the other side of that thing,
Come on now.
woo! On the other side of your yes
Side.
is so much freedom, so much like there's no limit on what's available to me simply because I asked. But I had to say yes. But it wasn't the first yes, y'all. I'm gonna have to teach y'all about that second, third, and fourth yes later.
Come on now. Don't
The
start.
first yes is always easy. It's always easy to say yes at first. Girl, you want this peanut butter pie? Yes. You want this bowl of macaroni and cheese? Yes, girl, I want it. But then, you know, your stomach don't be agreeing to that cheese all the time. Do you still want it when things happen? So that's a whole other stuff. I'm gonna have to do my own little sermon, my little mini sermon on that.
I'm here for it.
But listen, there is no greater joy than being able to empty out all this stuff that's on the inside of you and put it on paper and watch that paper bring green paper your way, bring coins your way, bring money your way. You know, I heard a lady say, and I say this now too, make your pain pay you back. Give it a purpose, not to live and reside in you, but give it a purpose. Now, all books are not all about pain. All books are not all about domestic violence. All books are not all about that. But it is about some emotional stuff, even women that we deal with, that we don't necessarily tell anyone. We are the hoarders of emotions.
Yeah.
So give those emotions somewhere to go outside of here and outside of here. That's all I got to say about that part. So
books will free you. I mean, it'll give you, you know how you just get that sigh of relief. A book can be the ultimate sigh of relief from the pressures and the pains and the worry and everything that we had suppressed inside.
Mm-hmm. And I tell you this, you know, a friend of mine said that today is your future past.
Mm.
I was one that was always stuck in my past. I was so stuck there because everything revolved around how somebody else treated me. And so I automatically assumed that everybody else is going to treat me the same way until I started writing. And then I started remembering that, you know what, I can change my past today. Because in the future, when I look back on this moment, I get to choose if this is going to be a great moment or this is going to be a moment that I remember stress, overwhelm, exhaustion, anxiety. Yeah. I get to make that choice now. But it wasn't until I started writing and I realized how much in control of my life I really did have. I could make choices. So today is your future past. What do you want it to look like? Books are a historical documentation that you actually existed, that you were here. So if you don't write about your story, how will the future generations know how to come through a thing? When they can go back in the books like, oh, they had a pandemic back then. This is what they did. I'm gonna do that too. How will they know unless you write it? Mm. That's our call, to write the history for the next generation. Teach your children and your children's children. That's what books can do. Books are powerful, y'all. I know I sound like a book nerd, don't I?
That's okay. We're all book nerds. My first one, I'd read 150. So, I think out of this whole COVID situation is going to come some amazing stories. And some of us have been so busy that we have not had an opportunity to write. Mm-hmm. But now Why not?
Why not?
You're home. You don't have the boss sweating on, sweating down your back. Now you can actually sit down and see what it is you have to give. Maximize this time to tell your story. If you need help telling your story, we just sat here and told you how Jamie helped us publish our books. There's no excuse now. Your story needs to be shared. There's somebody waiting on the words in your book. Somebody's waiting on those words to tell them that they can go on, to tell them that they matter, that they have value, that they're beautiful and smart. Sometimes reading those words about you,
yes,
will open up a whole new world.
absolutely.
Who do people say you are? Who does the Most High say that you are? So y'all take this opportunity to write your books, get your words out, and bless somebody else. Set some people free with your story. Your pain is not for you. It's to produce somebody else's freedom.
It's not yours, so stop holding on to it. It was never meant for you to hold on to it. It was that statement right there. My therapist, I think, said it to me. A couple of people said it to me, but I think my therapist was the first one that said, yes, I had a therapist too, y'all. She said, your pain it was never given to you for you. It was never given for you to hold on to it. It was never given for you to just keep it on the inside and never tell anybody. That was not the intent of it. So now that you know it's not yours, let it go. And I'm not saying ignore that it happened. I'm just saying write a book. You tried everything else, right? You tried everything else to get rid of it. Why not try writing a book? It's going to cost you $29 and you can sell 2 of your ebooks and get that money back. If you sell it for $10, but if you sell it for $20, you only need like 1.5. You know what I'm saying? The numbers are there. So it's not going to cost you anything to show up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I think I have, as a matter of fact, I wanted to show you guys. You guys make sure you share the broadcast while I'm bringing this up. But I want to show you what this ebook, and I think I'll try to do this every day this week so you guys can see. This is how you maintain information being repetitive, right? You hear it more than one time. So let me show you this weekend what we have coming up. It's not just about writing your ebook, but look, we're also going to show you how to make extra revenue for writing your story. And the uses for your ebook are endless. Use them to build your list. Business owners, y'all got an email list? Generate money. Become an industry expert. Once you become a published author, people look at you as an expert in that field. Becoming a best-selling author. Sell it on your website. Sell it on Amazon. J Publishing House can get you all over the world. Only $29. Only $29. The watch party will start at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday. All you have to do is pay $29 and get access. Unlimited access, y'all. You even get the replays. And I know that for some of you guys have started in Coach's Community, one of the first things she tells you to do is write a book. So we're literally giving you the blueprint on how you can start your book. Go to bit.ly/weekendwatch20. I hope to see you guys there. I will be there. I'm hosting, I think, maybe, possibly. If you have any questions for this,
you're hosting, I'm gonna be there. You hosting, I'm gonna sign up now.
Right, like, listen, guys, Yes, I love books too, Iris. I do too. I love to write them. I love to read them. I love to smell them. I love selling ebooks, and there's a whole thing around why ebooks are so important, especially now during COVID. Y'all should be killing these ebook sales right now. Killing it, killing the game. But I'm old fashioned. I love the smell of a book. And so I like to hold it in my hands and all of that stuff. It's just,
Yeah, I'm a purist. I make notes in the column.
yeah.
I circle and highlight.
Yes.
There's little teardrops where something really touched me. But my poor Bible, Lord have mercy. Except for one that's very special that I don't write in at all.
Really?
But all the others, oh yeah.
They get it.
They get it.
Books are an extra stream of income too. So we're going to be talking about this all week long. Meet me. I'm going to be here all week long, even in the After Dark show. Y'all pray my strength, because I'm going to be on the After Dark show too. Morning and after dark, y'all gonna hear me talk about books needing coaches. Y'all gonna hear me talk about why it's so important for you to write. You're gonna hear from some of my clients who have written their books and the journey that they went on writing their books all week long to Sunday, y'all. Day and night. Can y'all handle this voice all that time? Pray my strength. So I'm gonna see y'all.
Y'all better get it where you can get it, man. I'm telling you.
If y'all have questions for this publisher, y'all better show up at the show, because this is the one time I'm going to answer questions for free. I have people in my house. Can you read this? I charge. Okay. So if you want to ask any questions, show up for the show. Make sure you share the broadcast. And if you want to watch this weekend party, join me this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Go to bit.ly/weekendwatch20. And I'll see you guys later tonight, where I'll be back with another batch of authors that have published through J Publishing House. So I'll talk to you soon. If you haven't done so already, make sure you do something nice for yourself today. Y'all thought I was going to say share the broadcast. Do something nice for yourself. Stay safe, guys. Stay clean. And until then, until tonight, be blessed. Bye, guys.